Hello, it's Maja here of Randos. We're in Ohrid in Macedonia, and I'm sitting with Marta, whom I met around 2016. Marta is an architect by profession, but she decided to specialize in jewelry design. And I've been to one of her exhibitions in 2017. So now I'm back in 2025 after COVID. She's done a lot. She is one of the Macedonian artists who is a new generation of artists and are working not just on traditional designs, but also trying to bring the tradition of Macedonian designs closer to the modern consumer, to the modern visitor, buyer of jewelry, and appreciator of art. So Marta,
Thank
very
you,
nice to
What a
see
lovely
you.
introduction.
It's
I couldn't have done it better.
I'm very pleased to see you again, and like I mentioned for our viewers, it's been quite a few years since I saw your beautiful work, which I think was the basis of that. The inspiration was Matisse A, and also the planktons that live in the Ohrid Lake.
Yeah, the endemic species.
The endemic species, and I was fascinated at the time. So, first of all, I would like you to tell our viewers of the Randos what inspired you to change from being an architect to a jewelry designer.
Well, as you mentioned, I'm architect by education, engineer architect. But 15 years ago, actually, I kind of had to make a decision about myself. And I kind of decided to be brave enough and to follow actually my heart and what I really love to do, and that was the jewelry designing and the silversmithing. So,
For those of our viewers who don't know what is filigree, could you just briefly explain?
the filigree jewelry and the filigree technique are part of Macedonian cultural heritage. The filigree jewelry is made out of silver wires, silver threads actually. Everything is made by hand. You can see at my working bench how the tools and actually the silver wire works. So we're practically doing something from nothing. We like to explain it like that, out of different silver materials, which the filigree artists do by hand. We combine them, we solder them, and then we do like jewelry pieces like that you have in your hand. Here.
So, yes, this is a wonderful piece. Thank you for letting me wear it. It's fascinating. Could you tell me, how did you decide to not follow the traditional design of filigree, which I can see in a lot of other shops?
Yeah.
And how did you choose the direction? So why was Matisse an inspiration for you? Then the endemic species from the lake. How did that happen in your development as an artist?
First, of course, I learned the tradition and the traditional technique through the traditional pieces of jewelry, because that's the base. Actually, for example, the filigree butterfly is one of the most famous symbols of the traditional filigree jewelry here in Macedonia. But being a young person, a young architect, graduating architecture, you know, I felt the new wave in me. So 20 years ago, we were about 10 people on a project about revitalizing the old crafts. Filigree was one of them. So we're kind of from that group of people, actually started a completely new wave in the Macedonian contemporary jewelry design scene. So we kind of renewed the tradition and the traditional filigree, and we kind of created something new that is quite interesting even now. 20 years later, the filigree is very popular, and people from different age groups like to learn actually the craft because it's interesting to them, and they see it that they can live by it. So. The start of my career, a more serious start, let's say, was 2013 and 2014 with the group exhibition Seduction in Blue. The first exhibition was staged under the Ohrid Summer Festival. The other one was in Skopje, in the Museum of City of Skopje. It was a group exhibition. We were four jewelry artists there, and each of us was supposed to represent its own work. In the group exhibition. The inspiration was Ohrid in general, so we all needed to find our Ohrid. After a few months of exploring and researching, I realized something that I didn't know actually. I was not aware, although it was there the whole time, all my life, that I'm very much connected with the lake and the water. So everything started from Seduction in Blue 2013. Until this day, the lake, in different aspects of the lake, the water, the storm coming, the underwater world, and a lot of different other things and details are actually a subject of my research. You've mentioned Matisse. So 2016, I had to make a detour, actually just to move away a bit from the water and the lake. That's very important for every artist. So I was very much amazed by the last art period actually of Matisse, the cutouts. So I did an homage to the cutouts period. The collection is called Matisse Revisited. But of course, right after it, I got back to the lake and the water. Uh, 5 years of research, 2 exhibitions. The first one was again under the Ohrid Summer Festival. It was staged here in the gallery, and the other one was in Skopje in Chifdamam, and it was financed by the Ministry of Culture. So it was a project that was in collaboration with one scientist, Professor Dr. Zlatko Levko from the Institute of Biology, and it was quite actually amazing project that ended last year. The year before, that was it. And my last, actually quite interesting last project was my artist in residence in Sweden under the project Lakescape. 3 lakes are together on the project: the Ohrid Lake, the Valaper Lake, and the Vanner Lake in Sweden. So we were around 12 international designers, 4 people by 4 in each different artist in residency. I was in Sweden, and a whole new collection out of fish emerged actually, so you can see it
here. Is this something you're wearing on the brooch?
This is not from the Lakescape collection. It's before that, so it's a design in development.
Yes.
Actually.
You've touched on something that I wanted to ask you, and that is, how important is it for an artist to go out of the area where they create, to see what other artists do, to share ideas? Is this something that is important to you? What are your plans?
For me personally, it's very important because that's how I can see through the artistic conversations with different artists, not just jewelry artists, any kind of artist. You kind of have the ability to just, step aside from you and from everything that you do, and you can see it from, a different perspective. Yeah, from a side perspective. And it's quite interesting because in those moments you understand where are you, what are you doing, and where are we going. Because usually we are in the middle, of the creative process, of our creative minds. I'm in the middle of I'm sitting in my working bench, so I'm only surrounded by my energy and everything that goes with it. So yeah, for me personally, it's very important just to be able to step aside and just to see, like a critic, like where am I going, what am I doing? It's okay, you follow or you stop or you detour. This space, as you see it, is mostly drawing people who are foreigners. It's interesting for them.
Okay.
Yeah, so because they have galleries where they come from and they know what gallery stands for, so they come here. This gallery actually, it's a hybrid space.
Mm-hmm.
I have my working bench there, so my studio. I have the exhibition space, which is here. But the main goal is this space to be mainly for exhibiting and for promotions, presentations, discussions, about art, for jewellery, and
like what we're doing now,
of course, and etc. So the foreigners are actually very amazed that they discovered this type of space here in Ohrid. I don't know if they don't expect it, but it's here, so they're very happy about it. They are very drawn about the Matisse, actually, from these big...
Because they recognize it as a
they
part of
recognize.
international
So
culture.
a lot of French, Belgians, they enter Austrians, they're like, oh, Matisse.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you asked for the comments.
Yes. That's very interesting.
Yeah, and we start discussion, and I'm very happy because one of the most interesting aspects about the gallery is that I never know who is going to enter.
Exactly.
That's the most exciting part, actually. So I have here people from literally all around the world, like from Australia, from India, from wherever. And some of them are people who are involved in art, professors to universities or even artists, and the conversations are just like,
wow.
Yeah, I need to start to film them.
Oh, you definitely do.
I need to start to film the conversations.
Yes.
Yeah, so I would say that actually this space is successful.
Absolutely,
Because
it's wonderful space.
It's like a point who draws people from the similar sphere. And
yes.
Yeah, and it's lively. It lives. It lives. It's not just an exhibition. Go see and go out.
Marta, thank you very much for talking to Randos. The other Rando is behind the camera.
I love the name, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much. Before we end, I would like you to tell us a little bit about your future plans and looking ahead, because I certainly see you as a cultural ambassador of Ohrid, and you definitely are, and that is a very responsible role. When you are representing more than just what you are, you carry that on your shoulders. So what is your vision?
Yes, you're right. I have quite a responsible role here, as you point out, because the gallery is a place where a lot of different foreign delegations are coming, from presidents to ambassadors to everyone that comes here actually passes on the street and they enter here. So yes, I have a very important, let's say, significant role. Actually. The future plans are, of course, for this gallery to be here for 10 more years. I have an anniversary of 11 years of existing in this July, so thank you. I hope there will be like 11 more, yeah. What I realized is that when I opened the gallery, after a few years, I started a motion, actually, which I was not completely aware of it. I have a few new colleagues who decided to learn the craft and they opened their own jewelry shops.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so the
Are you
whole-
their mentor?
No,
Do you
no, no, no.
cooperate with them?
No. I guess I was just inspiring.
Inspiration, yes.
Yeah, enough. No, because I was bold enough to get away from the shadow of my name and surname because we all work at home for the first. So I was bold enough to get out of my not existing in the public. Let's say I opened this. I put my name on there on the door. So for the last 11 years, there are a few new jewelry shops, even on this street, which is very good. From the other side, it's changing the context of the street, which is very important.
Yes.
You know, the cultural narrative is changing, and we are slowly creating and building something that's, I hope it will be sustainable, and it will influence the whole city and the whole environment and the whole community. So my future plans are to be here to work even more, especially for the community, because I feel that I need to give back. I am, but my story is not finished yet here.
No,
so
of course.
I have, of course,
It's at its zenith, so
a lot
you
more
are
to do. Yeah, I hope that I will have the chance to have more artists in residence in the future, because that's very interesting and very important for an artist, you know, to go meaning the cultural exchange, meeting new people, different artists, go to another country. So I hope that will happen in the future.
I wish you good luck, and I thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you, Maja. Thank you to Randos.